Let's go. I don't know what you're going through, but we stopped by to tell you that what's in front of you is bigger than what's behind you. Your destiny, your promise, your future. You might as well shout before you get it, because God sent me here to tell you that what He has for you is gonna be big.
I believe
that it's my season.
that it's my season.
You ought to declare that over your own life. Say, I believe.
I believe.
Well, hello once again to my Born For It family. This is Pastor Antwan Butler, back with another episode of Born For It. That's right, I need you to cross your arms. I need you to say this with me. I may not have been born in it. I may not have been born with it, but I was born for it. Listen, I'm super excited to be back with you for another episode of Born For It. Listen, you listen to this YouTube channel because I believe some of you are like me. You believe that there is a deeper sense of meaning, a deeper sense of purpose for your life, and you just need somebody to help you get it out. And that's why this YouTube channel was created. So listen, I'm pumped. You know I only got you for 7 minutes, so I need you to get your tools. I need you to get your pen, and I need you to get your paper. We're going to work. So listen, I want to give you 5 words today. I want to deal with the word crisis. Now, if you're listening to me under the sound of my voice, unless you're living under a rock somewhere, you know that we are dealing with this crisis called the coronavirus. It is sad, it is disheartening, and we are praying for each and every person's family that have lost their life to this deadly virus. And so I want us to just simply to have a conversation, because whether it's the coronavirus, whether it's any type of crisis that comes into our lives, we need to know how to handle it as people of purpose and people that are in leadership positions. So listen, I want to give you 5 words, right? So y'all know I like mnemonic devices. You know I like acronyms. So I'm going to give you 5 A's to dealing with a crisis. 5 A's to dealing with a crisis. So what we know as part of the human experience, that we're always going to have some type of crisis. Something is always going to come into our lives, whether it be on a micro level or whether it's on a macro level. Things will happen. You better believe if there's going to be a spring, sooner or later winter is coming, right? So we need to know what to do, right? So the first A that I want to give you, the first A is annihilate. So when the crisis comes into your life, the first thing I need you to do is to annihilate fear, right? I'm not talking about a normal physiological fear that keeps you safe, but I'm talking about a fear that creeps into your mind that makes you feel as though you are helpless and hopeless, right? Because when you become fearful, you shut down creativity. When you become fearful, you move from the higher functioning part of your brain to the lower functioning part of your brain, which says, I'm going to fight, I'm going to flight, or I'm going to freeze. So I need you to eradicate fearfulness and say, you know what? I have the creative energy to develop a strategy and a plan to get back on my feet. So the first thing I need you to do is to annihilate fear. Number 2, the second A is seek advice from people who know what in the world they're talking about. I'm listening to people who are talking about, in this particular situation, the coronavirus. And I said, where in the world did you hear that? They said, well, I heard it from so-and-so. And then we started talking about so-and-so, and I asked so-and-so, I asked them about so-and-so, are they credible? Have they done their homework? Have they done their research? Right? And they haven't done it, right? So there's a lot of he say going around, she say going around. Everybody has an opinion, but you want to make sure that as a wise person, that you are seeking advice from wise people, right? So that you can make a calculated decision to do number 3. The third A is to make adjustments. So we're dealing with this coronavirus. There's certain adjustments that we have to make, right? So you've been telling your family the whole time, like, you need to wash your hands every chance you get an opportunity, right? So now we have an opportunity to make that something that is necessary in each and every one of our households. You may have to stay in a little bit. You might have to teach your family some some new rules, some new ways of living, some new practices, right? Some places that you had planned on going. You probably can't go to those places for the time being. So we might have to make adjustments. But when crisis comes, we anticipate having to make adjustments, right? So in the fourth A is once we made the adjustment, now we are able to anticipate, right? We need to anticipate what may happen in the future. Now, because we've gotten rid of fear, we've gotten smart, educated, wise advice. We've made the adjustments. Now we're keeping our ear to the ground, right, of what may be coming up in the future. But we've done that with a strategy and with a plan. We have moved from being reactionary. We're not reactionary. We have moved to being precautionary. And there's a difference. We now have all the tools in our toolkit to make educated decisions for us and those we love moving forward, right? In the last A that I want to give you, once we've annihilated fear, right? Once we've gotten good advice, once we've made the proper adjustments to keep ourselves safe, keep our families safe, and to get back on our feet, once we've anticipated what's going to happen in the future, we've done our homework. The last A is a leadership A, right? Now I want you to learn to take advantage of the situation. In every crisis, there is always an opportunity to take advantage. Well, Antwan, what do you mean take advantage? So I'm looking around me, right? And I see that people are rightfully so fearful, hopeless. They have questions. They need answers. So I'm telling God, this is an opportunity for my gift to be on full display. I know the Lord has chosen me to be an encourager to my generation. So I need to be available to take advantage of this crisis and this bad situation. So guess what? I'm texting everybody I can. I'm calling everybody I can. I'm Facebooking, I'm Instagramming, and I'm using my gift to bring hope, because I know that once this crisis is over, and crisis only has a short shelf life. Once this crisis is over, it has given me an opportunity to be a part of somebody's life that I may not have had the opportunity to be a part of their life if the crisis had not come. If the crisis had not come, I probably would not have the opportunity to be in a space, a place, a time, or a situation. So I'm going to take full advantage, because I know that eventually it will be over soon, and it's going to be over for you. So once the crisis is over, what will you have learned about yourself? What will you have learned about your resilience, your perseverance, and your perspective on life? I want you to take inventory, right? Crisis doesn't last always. This is an opportunity to see what you got inside. I am waiting to hear about the gifts, the talents, the hope that's going to be released into the earth realm for those who were born to be leaders. You are called for such a time as this. Don't be fearful, just be prepared. I see you on the other side of success.
Let's go. I don't know what you're going through, but we stopped by to tell you that what's in front of you is bigger than what's behind you. Your destiny, your promise, your future. You might as well shout before you get it, because God sent me